Hello everyone. My name is Monica Formosa from Paper Happinicity. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay area of Queensland, Australia. Today I want to do a little stamping and a little creating for the Colour Inspiration Challenge 163. I'm on the design team and twice a month we get together, put up a challenge on Facebook, and then we add our projects, and hopefully we can inspire you to come and join us using the colours of that particular challenge. You are asked to use all the colours of the challenge, and sometimes having 5 colours can be a little overwhelming, but for me and for this particular project it is perfect. Okay, so our colours are, we have Poppy Parade, Crushed Curry, Coastal Cabana, Starry Sky, and Gorgeous Grape. And I thought I would do, having 5 colours, I thought I would do a little stamping. Ruth Trice style from Artful Stamping. She's a whiz at stamping one sheet wonders, and that's what I've decided that I would do. I've grabbed these 3 stamp sets. Now these will be retiring out of the current annual catalogue. These stamp sets won't be returning. I would suggest that if you're keen on getting these into your collection, go grab them. There will be there is a sale, a last chance sale, coming up on the 9th, I think it is, of April, which is this week, starts this week. Yeah, so if you want them, go grab them. This one, oh no, that comes with a die set. This one also comes with a die set. Quite Meadow, I believe, could also possibly come with a die set. I'm not really sure anymore. Let me just check on the inside. Yes, it does come with dies. I always put my a little label on the inside to tell me that if I pick up that stamp set that there's a die set that coordinates. Okay, so yes, this catalogue will be retiring at the end of April, the 30th of April. And those stamp sets that I've pulled out won't be carrying over into the next 2024-25 catalogue. Okay, so I've got my stamp sets. What I've also grabbed are my mats, because some of these, the two-tone Flora is a photopolymer stamp set, and I kind of like to use my mats. Some people do, some people don't, but we will use our stamp sets, our mats for those photopolymer stamp sets. That's my preference. I've got some basic white cardstock that I'm actually going to trim in half. Sometimes stamping a full sheet can be a little overwhelming for everyone, so let's just bring it down to just like half a sheet. And we will use our half sheet. Okay, all right, so I thought to start with I would stamp my my flowers. I like to start with my flowers, and let my flowers be the heroes. I'm going to start with Gorgeous Grape, and to begin with I'm going to use this detailed, it's almost like a highlight, low light. It's more like a low light rather than a highlight stamp out of the two-tone Flora set. It will give me the shadows, and I don't need Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to stamp with Starry Sky to begin with, and I like to stamp with that detail stamp first, because that will give me, I just prefer it that way. I just find it easier to line up my stamps, and all I'm going to do is stamp these really nice and close. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side in a group of 3. It can be anywhere you like on your page. All right, so that's nice and close in there. Okay. Now I'm going to get my gorgeous scrape. And to line these up, that's not covered properly. Okay, so to line these up, I line it up with the stamens in the middle. Now that is quite dark, but that will lighten up as it dries. It's like paint. It kind of lightens up as you go. Oops, I probably only need one mat. Okay. I'm just checking my camera because it's being a little bit difficult for me today. There we go. What's the weather like at your place? Today, I've pre-recorded this, and I filmed this on Sunday, and it's very dreary here today. I have a load of washing that needs to be done, and it's very dreary. So rather than washing, it's a great day to be in the craft room. All right, so some leaves. I'm going to use the same stamp set and grab these 2 leaves here, the duo. And I've got that on a stamp block already. This little A block is also retiring out of the current catalogue. So if you need some of those, I suggest they could possibly already be sold out. And if you want to know more about what is on special, you can go into the website and go to the store, the online store, and have a look there. All right, so Coastal Cabana now, and I'm going to do first and second generation. First and then second generation. First and second generation. Now what I did there, I'll just explain that maybe over on this side when I get over this side. First, no, let's go this way. And turn your page around. All right, if that makes it easier for you. Okay, so I'm going to do a first. Now, I don't know whether the camera will pick that up, but because I've done first generation over the edge of my page, there is a line there now on that stamp, on that image, and if I was to stamp it again, you're going to get that line. So to stop that from happening, I'm going to stamp on a piece of scrap and come back in. I might just okay, so there's some leaves, And I'm thinking now I might do some Starry Sky leaves, but we might just do that in second generation. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of one of these mats because I really only need one, and I'll just turn it this way. All right, so I've got a piece of paper here. I'm going to stamp off and use my second generation. Okay, and I'm going to go over what's already there. Don't be afraid. And that just pulls out some of that Starry Sky color that's there in the center of those flowers. It just adds, it just balances it a little bit more, if you can, if I said that right. Okay, and then on the other side, oops. Stamp off. Use our second generation color. All right, so there are our leaves. Starting to like that. Okay, I'll just close that up because I don't think I'm going to need that one again. All right, Coastal Cabana. I will need that, I think, later on, possibly. All right, so now I'm going to add in some crushed curry, and I'm thinking I might use this guy here. It's a little bit more defined than this one. And I've only got it stuck on half the block because I only want that much. I'm only inking up to the end and not the stalk. So for this, I'm going to go in where there's the gaps. And again, you know, 2, 3. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. And then again here. I'm pivoting from that spot there. I'm only going to do 2 in there. Okay. Oh, and there's a spot there. So here and here. Okay. Turn my page around. And slowly and surely you are filling in those gaps. So I'm going to go 3 here. Oops, see what happens? I didn't go in and do that properly, but that's all right. We'll cover that up with other stamping. Okay. Kind of want one up there too. I think it needs one up there. Right, okay. Crushed curry. What else do we need? Poppy Parade. Now, because I don't want this competing with everything else that's there, what I thought I would do is grab this stamp here. I thought of using this, and I thought of using this little one here too, but it wasn't quite big enough. And I thought, you know what? I might just do, these actually belong to the centers of those. And it's just enough not to compete because Poppy Parade is such a strong color. And I didn't want it competing. And I'm going to now add this in and around twisting and turning as I go because I don't want to create any patterns. And it's almost like you're creating a little bit of dottage, but in a big way. Kind of, yeah, put that in there. All right, and I might just go in here. All right, so you're filling up those gaps. All right, so we've got that happening. And now I want to go and add some dottage. And I think what I might do is, because those beautiful, big, gorgeous, great flowers are pulling my eye to them, I'm going to get some dottage. Now I'm using the dottage from Quiet Meadow. And I'm going to add some dottage, and that's just going to pull that colour out to the edges of my stamping. And it's amazing. And this, it's amazing what that will do. I need to try and, now there's a spot in here, there's a white space in here that I'm not really happy with. Okay, so we've got that happening. And also once you cut things up into card fronts, if you're not happy with something, by all means go in and do some more stamping. Now I've got my blending brush, which, let me see, a blending brush, that's not my, somewhere I've got my purple blending brush. I had that other one, which is, all right, let's use this one. I've got my teeny tiny little blending brush, and all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of color to the centers of my flowers. Just so they're not such a brilliant contrast, a high contrast. Okay, all right. And I think I would also like to add a little bit more Coastal Cabana. And I'm gonna grab the text out of Quiet Meadow. Let me take that away because we don't need that anymore. And somewhere here I've got my piece of scrap, and I'm going to stamp off. Now this does have a right way and a wrong way, and I'm just going to add a teeny tiny little bit of text, just as a little bit of texture. And once again, that's balancing that Coastal Cabana from it's there, but it's not, and it's really faint, and it just makes it gorgeous. Okay, oh no, I want some in the middle there. Sorry guys, there's a bit of a blank spot this way. And like I said, don't be afraid. It just adds this lovely subtle texture into the background. So that's that. So there we have it. There's our stamping. I'm hoping you can get a good look at that. I wanted my purple flowers, my beautiful, gorgeous grape flowers, to be the hero. And I didn't want anything else to compete with them, which is why I kind of went with more subtle images rather than in your face. Now, to cut this up, because we've only got half a sheet, you can make, I've got my I've got my templates here. All right, so you could definitely trim that down into 4, make 4 cards. What have we got here? You could definitely do 3 cards. And all these are vellum that I've just used a Sharpie to create patterns, like a you could definitely chop that into 6. Let's go this way. It might make it a bit easier for everyone. So you could definitely create 6 little cards or pieces. What have we got? This one. Maybe not so much that way. Or that would work. So if you've got 4, you've got 2 slim lines for slimline, or you could, you know, layer it up. So there's that one. What do we got here? That's, no, let me try and find this one. This is the one I want. So there's your 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or you've got 2. Just imagine that line's not there, and you've got 2, which is how I kind of stamped it. But when you stamp this way, you kind of want to make the most of your stamping. That's just a 6. Yeah, okay. And that's pretty much it. All right, so, you know, you've gone to all this trouble, and there's no reason why you can't make 4 smaller card fronts, or, you know, 3 slim lines. 1, 2, 3. I hope that's in camera. So 1, 2, 3. So make the most of that stamping, and all you do then. All right, so I'm just going to make 2 because I can. I'm going to trim this in half. What do we got? 10.5. Might go down to, let me think. Might take this down to 4. I work in inches, guys, I'm sorry. 4, and then I'm going to pull that down to 3. No, 3 and 3/4. And then I'm going to go down to 5. 5 and 3/8. All right. Work out which side I'm going to take it off. Possibly, maybe this one. Maybe. Don't throw away those bits because they can go on the inside of your card. And take 1/8 off that side. I'm going to spin this around and maybe go this way. So it's, or maybe no, maybe I'll go a little bit from each end. So that, no, I will go the whole thing. Okay. So when I create a card front, my card fronts are normally, my top layer is normally 1/2 inch smaller, and then that's not layered properly. 1/2 inch smaller on 2 sides, 1/2 inch smaller on 2 sides. I don't know what is going on here, and I normally only have a small border, so we've got 1/2 inch, so let's go up 1/8 of an inch. Normally I go down 1/2 inch, but I haven't cut these right today. But you make your layers however you want them, okay? So there it is on Starry Sky, but here it is on Gorgeous Grape, and I just think, nah, that's not right. Oh, I'm really making this hard for me today. Okay. But there it is on the Gorgeous Grape, and I just love that. I just think that really pops it. Where's my card base? All right, so there you go. There's on a white card base with a pop of Gorgeous Grape. Let me see if I can find. Oh. And of course I can't find another white card base in my little box, but here it is. That's a little bit bigger than a card base, but you can see the differences. I really love the pop that the Gorgeous Grape matte layer makes here. This also works. All right, so it's really up to you. And then all I would do here is just add a little sentiment. You can use a label. That's upside down because my all that writing's upside down. All right. And all you need, don't cover up your beautiful work. You can, you know, there's a lot of times where I don't even put a sentiment on the front of my cards. Or a tiny little label, tiny little sentiment strip, like you've got, just put a little sentiment strip. In the online exclusive store at the moment, there are these fabulous little dies, little things, happy little things dies, which would make a really nice little sentiment strip. So those are in the online exclusives, but I'm not going to use them today or now. I might use them when I make up the cards, but I'm not making up the cards right now. What I'll do is I'll make up the cards, glue it all together, and stick them in. I'll show them in my blog post that I'll write, and take a photo and add it to my Facebook page. So there. Okay, all right guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I want to welcome all you lovely new subscribers that are joining me. Thank you so much for your support. I've got a lovely little group of supporters happening, which is really nice to know. Yeah, so there's a lot happening at Stamping Up at the moment. We're on the changeover between the old and the new catalogue. We've got last chance products going or happening. So yes, and if you need to know anything else, any more information, please reach out if you need help. Okay guys, that's it from me. Have a great day, have a great week, and see you again soon. Bye for now.